Okay. Kind of a short update video. Really hadn't planned on doing this, but I really wanted a record of all the stuff I did to this thing before I start painting it. This is probably going to be the most complicated thing I've ever built. It started out life as a Renoir Blueprint Series M42 Duster, straight out of the box. But in not being one who can leave things well enough alone, I decided to make a few changes. Little changes like the engine compartment, which had a detailed motor or power pack, but this was it. And I'm sorry, as far as I know, that doesn't look anything like a tank engine. I'm not going to say that mine is perfect, but I like to think that it's a little more acceptable than just your standard kit construction. Oh, come on. Of course they won't stay up. Even got the exhaust manifolds in there. The kits, or the Pioneer tools, are actually the Pioneer tools from the kit, but I took the liberty to carve them off the little plastic piece that came with it. This one is for the other side, and mount them with leftover PE and scratch built brackets. I think they look a lot better than the originals. Those are the original exhaust pipes, but that's as far as that goes. I used aluminum flashing to create the heat shields that you would see on the actual mufflers. I added the second set of air filter lines to the air intakes. All the brackets back here have been scratch built and added, as have all the hinges. I scribed in the panel lines that were missing. I carved off the hinges, or the hasps that hold the toolboxes closed, and scratch built those. The handles, I used a razor saw to cut the panels down, or I mean the panel lines into the toolboxes so they look like lids. The front headlights have all been scratch built from the ground up. I used aluminum flashing and round plastic bits that I got online for scratch building, lead wire for the bolt heads, and so on and so forth. I built the hatch, built up the hatches so they look more like the ones on the actual tank. The brush guards, I don't know if you can see it, but there are little red springs in there on hinges. Apparently the periscope mounting bracket, or periscope mounting cover, was spring loaded, so when you took the periscopes out they would snap shut, and I built a little mechanism there that would represent that. I also, this never seems to work, made the come on now, both the interior parts for the periscope mounting. And speaking of interior, I also completely scratch built 100% the interior of the crew compartment. Less what is on the door. The door had some nice moldings on. I'll get some weathering and highlights and get those so you can see them. I don't know how much you can see in there. You have to kind of get close. But I figured since all the hatches worked and you could see inside really well, why not go for it? I added all the little tie downs on the front and the back. I scratch built the fuel tank or spare gas can mounting bracket. As with most of these kits, the gas can was just trash, and I said, well, I'm just not going to use it. I figured since I'm building this as it would have sat in the armory, the National Guard armory back in the 70s, they didn't have those on there. Chances are they didn't have the Pioneer tools either, but I didn't want to leave 2 empty brackets. Speaking of empty brackets, this side here is empty on purpose. The kit part is where the extra track links would go, and the track tensioners and track tools, but I couldn't find any really good reference photographs of how they look, and I didn't have any spare track links anyway to put on there. So I found a really good photograph of how they look empty, so I made them empty. I just have the brackets in there. I left one off. I drilled the holes to where the bolts would go through. I put one partially on, just for interest. The sprockets, okay, I'm gonna have to say, of all the things I put on this thing, my skill set isn't quite up to making sprockets look 100%. That's, I'm afraid, the best I could get. I'm hoping that once the tracks are on, that they will be sufficiently hidden. If not, I'll turn it into a training vehicle and mud it up, maybe put it in a diorama where I can hide them a little bit. Still have to do the whole tub, as I haven't really started on that much. The only thing I've really done is assemble the guns, and I replaced the stock ejection ports with custom built ones. I'll be building the other portions of it all into the tub as well. But I just wanted to get a quick update out, and like I said, a reference for what it looked like before I painted it. Thanks for watching.